Okay. Okay, I'm hoping this is actually working. Maybe, sort of. You know, it's good. We gotta start awkward. We gotta start awkward. I don't know why I'm giddy today. I really don't. I I guess the anxiety always happens. It's fine. But yeah. Anyway, back to here. Hi everybody. To all who end up joining, to all who are currently here. Hello there. Once again, it is me, Pal D Aquila. We don't know what the D stands for. I've got to make that clear. I have yet to figure out what the D stands for. I know it doesn't say it in like the normal name that I have for it, but there is a D, and we don't know what that stands for. I don't. I just keep repeating myself. I don't know. It's been a weird day. Hi. Oh boy. Yeah. Once again, we are going to be simply mainly studying because as at a library, you know, you're able to study. But we're also going to do things a little bit differently to begin with. Considering I had a talk today with our beloved Hina Kiyomi, and because we are upside down, whereas I am currently in an archive and they are currently in an alternative dimension, we end up talking at very odd hours of the day. And so this happens to be when I'm talking to them at a reasonable hour for me, and not so much for them. So, mentioning that I'm going to be streaming today, that's quite funny. And then they end up being sad because they're going to miss it, which, yeah, I'm a bit upset that they're not here, but they need sleep. The girl needs sleep. The girl needs rest. The girl needs all sorts. But then I was like, I'll miss you too. And in her words was, you could always put like a picture of me if you miss me. And then I had a stupid idea. And I have a lot of stupid ideas. First of all, I need to put music on because, Jesus Christ, this is quiet. I am just listening to myself ramble without any form of background noise, which is kind of disorientating at times. So hold on a momento. You know, I should actually advertise this stream, but I keep forgetting that I need to get links and stuff. Is this okay? I don't know if this is okay. Oh god. I'm gonna have to turn this down on my end. This should be alright. I just double check. Yep, that seems fine to me because I seem to be louder. Yep. So, I have a small thing to do before we actually get into the work part of the working stream. And that is to make a small memorial to Hina. I got permission from her, don't worry. So, whatever I'm doing now, I've had full permission. But yeah, we're just going to make a memorial to her first. So hopefully, if I am a professional and do professional things, when I press this, it decides to crap out. Great. Wait, hold on. Wait. There we go. So yeah, I've got Photoshop up. Because I have that sort of stuff, which, you know, we don't get that much of a budget here. But yeah, no, I'm making a small... I'm adding to the little stuff that I have for the starting of the shelf that I have. Because I thought it would be funny. So maybe shrink her down a little bit because we love her, but I need to put a frame. So move that. And I'm not a professional by any means with Photoshop. It just so happens that I have it. I had to learn some of it for certain bits and pieces. And it doesn't show the sidebar, so I called the image like Rapina because I made the joke to her about it. And she accepted it, so I'm taking my wins. And probably going to send her a picture of this later because we are Actually, to be fair, if I end up getting like different PNGs or different pictures of any streamer that I can find, so I know for a fact I want to get Mika. So I might actually message her in a minute to see if I can get a picture of her to add to my. I'm gonna try and make like a bit on here at the moment where it's just a shelf, and the shelf is just all the small things I can put that's being used for streams. So I need to find a frame. You're gonna have to stare at Hina for a little bit, but I am going to be looking for a perfect frame for our Nyan woofer. So yeah, oh my god. I really should share the stream though. How? I don't know. I'm currently in this loophole of I need to get a link for this. But then I also want to go search for stuff, and because again, I can't get the model to work because the laptop really decides that hey, we can run Photoshop at the same time as stuff, but we can't run V2 Studio at the same time as this. You know, logic. But yeah, I'm seeing how I can do some stuff. It's a weird one. Just trying to figure some stuff out again. Wait, is this actually connected still or no? Yes, no. Let's just put. Boop. Did I guess right? Oh my god, I did. Right, let's get an actual. I have like 5 different things at once. I don't know why. I am just currently going through the motions. It's been a weird day. I must admit, it has been a weird. You know, I also feel like an idiot for some reason because I kept spelling. I keep spelling my last name differently. I keep adding either like 1 L or 2. So yeah, that's a fun time. So there's that. I'm gonna do the cool thing and do social media. Doop. I don't need to do that. What are you doing? X, formerly Twitter. So yay! I was going to give context on the yay. I didn't. Give me a second. Memi followed me on Twitter, so I'm very happy. Well, X. We just still call it X. We still call it Twitter. We kind of ignore X. I'm sorry. I'm really just rambling. Oh no, I've got. Oh dear, I've got like root music stuck in my head from Pokemon. Yeah, I can't really I am very bad at taking myself seriously, so it's a case of even if I try and do anything like serious, this it doesn't help. But okay, we've sorted that bit. I'm gonna stop watching myself now, I guess, because I was just on because I needed to get the link. So it's now just feeding the viewership, which I didn't mean to. That wasn't the plan. I'm not self-centered. I'm just very awkward. To be fair, if people join, the only reason they join is either they are very curious as to why somebody is streaming a Word document, which I don't blame them. I would be too. But the second thing would be they're just gonna come in and just see like this picture of Hina, just this random Hina up, and they're not gonna have any context while I'm trying. I'm sorry, this just sounds so stupid now that I say it out loud. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be working on a Word document, but for now, just Hina. You know, the only way to get views nowadays. Okay, I'm kidding. I love her. I love her to bits. And the funny thing is, we have minor history. We've actually known each other for a while, which is a pretty crazy saying. So if you watch this back, Hina, I love you. Platonically. Da-da-da-da. Why is it hard to find like a frame? There are like so many good ones. I'm half tempted just to type the frame in that they use for the Mona Lisa at this point. Ooh, actually, this one. I'm making it all fancy. Hello there. Hello, I am Philium. Yeah, there's no context, only Hina. Oh boy. Yeah, no, if people end up joining, it is just currently Hina. So I gave an explanation to nobody at all. But what happened was I talked to her this morning, and we were just chatting, and she was a bit upset that she's missing me streaming, which is the sweetest thing. And so what ended up happening, she was just like, oh, if you miss me, just put a picture of me on there. And I was like, I'm going to step it up. I'm going to make a memoriam. I'm going to make a tiny memorial. So I'm just framing a picture of Hina and just putting it on my overlay for the stream. So yeah, that's kind of the plan first. I was going to start working on something I needed to do for my studies, and then suddenly this really stupid idea came in, and already, and so yeah. Come on, I just need the frame, man. Looks like a neat frame. Ooh, actually, more options. If mine, I never thought it'd be this hard to like find the perfect frame for a cat dog. Oh, that. Oh, I'm William. Thank you so much. Welcome to the library. Library cards are on the way out. We still need to get them patented. Yeah, this is this is the top quality stuff you'd want to see. Just PNG. Nope, never mind. I can't get that. Can I? Can I cheat the system? No, I can't cheat the system. This is not fair. By hook or by crook, we are getting a really, really scuffed frame. Oh, that's annoying. Delete this. Again, when you follow, you don't follow for professionalism, you follow for the chaos that ensues. Because I am what we are considering a scuffed streamer. Where everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And anything that people can make look very fancy and whatnot, I have got a skill to just completely butcher that. You know, like now, that was the wrong thing. Why was I still in the file? There it is. Frame. I need to turn this first. And boop. Yeah, anyway, how's your day going? How's everything going for you? I think the frame's too chunky. I might have to shrink Hina. Hold on. Boop. Stretch a little bit. There we go. Perfect. This is terrible. Well, I now have my friend Hina. All I've ever wanted. Actually, unless I can make like a fade in the background. Hold on. Oh, I'm glad to hear it's been good so far. My day's not been too bad. It's been oddly busy. Just quite a bit of traveling today. Coming back, decided that, hey, we need to get some work done. And these sort of streams are the perfect way of doing it. So, yeah, that's the main plan. But of course, we've got to commit to them first before we do anything. Perfect. So now, just need to quickly take a screenshot of this. But yes, we now have our friend Hina. I keep saying Hina, it's Hina. Oh, if she hears this. Hina. Oh. And yeah, okay, there's that sorted. So let's go back to the main hub for now. Yeah, just to explain, my model currently doesn't work because my laptop is an arse and decided that, yeah, that's not going to let me use it. So you have currently got a discount PNG tuber, but we do have a model. The model does work. It has been used in streams before. We just have to get very creative in this business. And still, and so if I actually press edit on the screen, like a normal person, seriously, I'm just fumbling today. I'm really sorry. Mucked up there a second. Hold me horses. Add this. This plonk. Select a thingy. That's the wrong file. Told you, everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Well, technically it's not going wrong. It's just, I'm being overdramatic. That's the normal thing for it. I'm being overdramatic. But there we go. We have the tiny thing of Hina to go onto my shelf. And by shelf, it is just stuff I'm now collecting. So there we go. I do watch anime, yes. Still, I need to get back into some of them because I know for a fact that I need to catch a little more up on Jujutsu. But I watched a lot of different things. So yeah, what sort of stuff do you need? What need? No, what sort of stuff do you watch? Also, yes, there is a pattern where I'm just going to be fumbling with words, and I'm also going to be fumbling with speech. So I am very sorry about that. Yep. Yay, JJK. So yeah, there's the joke part of the stream done. So for now, I need to around with this. So if I can keep you on here, stuff. Oh, Naruto. That's good. Which one was? Do you prefer Naruto as in like the original series, or do you prefer Naruto Shippuden? Or are you on the Boruto route as well? Like how dark Boruto was getting, considering I thought it was, but I'm really surprised. You can't have like Shippuden or like either. So let's edit. So I need to like I need to make this like big for a second just to make sure I don't muck up something. Because we're actually getting to the bit where I can muck up. This one. Okay, I'm safe. Yeah, that's fair. Again, Boruto can be hit and miss. I wasn't expecting it to be so interesting, but you can't beat a good bit of classic Naruto. Just shrinking that. Because unfortunately Word documents don't like to be privacy friendly. I didn't spoil enough. Ayo Felix! Oh, you don't know if you're watching, but I kinda made a thing. Yeah, Felix, I kinda made a thing. We now have a framed Hina. So that's a nice time. That's all good. I hope work's going well for you. Yeah, but now we're actually at the bit where we use a document because this is a really good way of me getting work done. It's all good. Hope the work goes nice and smooth. But yeah, the actual bit of work. Yeah, yeah. Boruto can be a bit hard to get into, so even with like the first three, it's a lot of softer stuff when you're getting into it first, which understandable how hard it can be to be like, yeah, that's not my anime, that's not my type, which is perfectly fine. Can get a bit annoying. It's one of those ones where if you do stick with it, it gets a lot better. And also the manga tends to make it alright too. So working title is Virgin a Bowl of Fruit. Exact. Yep, that's exactly what I mean. Felix has just summed it up in a lot less words. So I like that. But yeah, yep, exactly, roller coaster quality. But yeah, the work for today. So ironically enough, for the studies at the library, we have a project coming up where we need to prepare pieces, and so I need to prepare something that I can speak. And I already had a concept idea. I just need to like type it down. So the working title for it is "Veg in a Bowl of Fruit," and to give a quick overview of what I'm talking about for it. The context is the person who's speaking is a lesbian and is with her wife, and also they have like a surrogate son. But the son is currently coming out as straight, and it's just like a juxtaposition between like somebody coming out of the closet to their parents who are trying to be supportive. It is the opposite of like you're already in an environment that's very open and welcoming to this sort of stuff, but coming out as like a more normative thing feels quite funny in a way. But I just want to see Naruto and Hinata together. Yeah, no, I love them both. I ship them. Any hot take? Anyone who says Naruto and Sakura, no, no, not at all. Because Sakura made her bed, she can lie in it. Because the amount of times she's already rejected Naruto in the past, real, despite her having interest in Sasuke, despite him liking Sakura to begin with, no, Naruto deserves the best, and Hinata. Sticking with Hinata. I will minorly feud over this. I'm not one of the purists that'll be like, I'll defend it till the day I die, but I will minorly feud over this until somebody gives me a better argument. Or a better ship, because then I'll just accept that too. So, just need to put context for me to write with. Actually, is the thingy big enough? Because I've realised in other streams I don't make the text box big enough so people can't read it. I think I can make it a bit bigger and still work. Yeah. It's like, I know you're just here for like potentially people here just for the chatting or just for like background stuff, but it's kind of nice to read what someone's typing if they're specifically saying they're streaming a Word document, because you kind of want to know what's in the Word document. I must tell you, this is the third time I've streamed a Word document this week, and I've managed to get more work done than ever before. So Monday was getting 300 words of a 3,000 word story. Tuesday was an entire thing that's explaining about my project to do with AI. And so today I'm now just physically doing another creative piece that needs to be spoken within 5 minutes. So a fun thing to remember if you're doing that, because this is going to be an educational stream. If you're going to make a script or anything, 90 words is the equivalent of 30 seconds around about. If you're going to speak at like normal pace, 90 words is 30 seconds. If you speak a little bit quicker, it's going to be a bit quicker. If you speak a little bit slower, it's going to be a bit slower. It is just, that's the baseline if you're going to start doing that sort of stuff. So 90 is 30 seconds, so 180 is a minute. So it's 180 times 5, which I am now doing the maths in my head, and I realised I'm bad at maths, so give me... I still remember Naruto promised descendants with that blonde girl. Oh yeah! Completely forgot that! Yeah, whatever happened to her anyway? She was just a one-off sort of thing, weren't she? Ooh. And Darling in the Franxx though. Ooh, that is a hot one. I need to rewatch that. Nah, I need to rewatch Darling in the Franxx. Ah. Ah. There's too many animes I need to like rewatch now. So Darling in the Franxx won them. Kakaguri, I believe, is another. Kageru Days, or what? Mecha Actors. That's the actual title. That anime has been my favorite of all time for a while. The manga of Tokyo Ghoul. Ooh, here's a really fun thing. Before Tokyo Ghoul got like the anime adaptation for it, I remember there was this program. I forgot what the program was, but it would show like all things Japanese at the time. This was when I was a young librarian. I was just a young magician at the time, but it would show me and my elder brother, because yeah, I've got an older brother, showing us like all the different trends that were coming out of Japan. And one of the episodes happened to be about Tokyo Ghoul, and when that was first airing, which was really interesting to watch, considering I didn't. I was just like, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, oh, this is quite cool, quite dark, fairly young at the time. And then when I hear people like hyping it, being like, oh, I was there from day one, I was there from this, I'm just looking at them who haven't touched anime in like ages, or like at all until then. And I'm just thinking, I saw this before it even came out. I saw an interview with the person who created this. What are you thinking? If I could remember that program, because there was a load of stuff on there. It showed also a corpse party too, which when both my brother and I said, I was like, oh yeah, I know this. Considering they are a bit older than me, they looked at me being like, how do you know this? And I was just like, I heard it from people. How do you know this? It's like, I've seen the anime. It's like, great. Oh, no anime adaptation, has no. Okay. I get it. No anime adaptation, I promise. And Philium. My sister knows the German voice dub of Ichigo. No way! That's cool. That is a flex. But yes, no, I'm not gonna mention the non-existent anime adaptation of Tokyo Ghoul. It's manga only now. That's now just canon for a bit. It's only manga. But no, knowing the German voice actor of Ichigo, that is cool. So Ishida got. Yeah, true. Thing is, I watched Tokyo Ghoul and it was like, yeah, it was dark and stuff. Now that I'm older and watched it again, and looked at the manga, I realize, yeah, it. There's some that really was done dirty with the anime adaptation. Got a lot of stuff cut out and all that. I'm trying to think of stuff off the top of my head. I'm just having to like think of that now. Oh damn. Okay. No. Heated debates with this sort of stuff. Normal. And then they adapted. Oh boy. Thing is, there's times where animation going wrong is terrible, like this. And yeah, if they don't add context from the mangas for certain bits, it's just really annoying. Def- While I say that Mecha Kustiaxis is my favorite anime of all time, if you haven't checked it out, go do it. There is a lot more in the manga than there is in the anime. Like, there's entire sections of context cut, which are really needed. So, if don't mind spoilers, there is the scene where there's the scene where you meet Konoha for the first time, and it's a lot longer than expected because they take him back to a house. They make sure that he's taken care of, and you end up seeing how people actually disappear. But because in the manga they do all that, but in the anime it's not shown, which I think it's key for me to actually like Konoha as a character, because he's quite plain. And until you get to the character to find out that he is actually an actual person who's just lost their memories and been reformed, it's just really annoying to just not have that context. Oh, cool! Oh no, I hadn't even expected people actually watched it for a while. Oh, that's great. Oh boy. Right, give me something nostalgic to think of, because anime have now anime and mangas have now made me slightly not angsty, just minorly annoyed-ish. Do-do-do. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen that. I'm gonna have to, like, watch it again, because Gurren Lagann is just one of those things where it's fun, but then unless you have really gotten into the story, you're gonna remember it. But it is very much gold dust. Plus, plus the characters are all kooky and stuff. It's also like Kill la Kill, where characters kooky, everything just going everywhere. Oh, Tomo-chan is a girl. I read the manga of that first, and then when the anime comes out, I was so happy. Like, that is a good show. That is a good show, and I'm not gonna take any slander. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Gurren Lagann again. But yeah, Tomo-chan's a girl. I loved the manga. I would keep up with that religiously. And then when the anime came out, I was just so happy. Did either of you end up watching like a program called Medaka Box at one point? Because that's one that I watched ages ago, and then I ended up rewatching it when my Wi-Fi went down. That was a very traumatizing time. It is a fever dream of an anime, that thing. Like, Medaka Box is one of those shows where there is no context. There is simply people doing stuff and a lot of fan service. Look, Cardcaptor Sakura was elite. It is where childhood crushes began. It is also where that and Sailor Moon is also where the LGBTQ representation minorly started. 11 out of 10. Would rewatch it. Can simp for the legal characters. Oh. Thing is, I'd have to say for mainstream anime it would be Pokemon that I started with, but for non-mainstream or like stuff that you have to go out of your way to search for, Lucky Star. That's where I started because it was fun. It's bubbly and very much slice of life that you can just get into. Like I love it so much. I at this point back in a different section of the library, we have statues. We have a couple of different statues of all of them. So there's a couple of Nendroids, and then there are full on statues, which Brokila, which is now I'm just gonna have to refer to my brother, where Brokila and I ended up collecting them from different conventions, which was a lot of fun. And every time I say Aquila, I think of tequila now, which is an issue. But anyway, anime. Lucky Star is just something that you can go back to no matter what, and it's good. I'm just getting too much nostalgia now already. Whether this is a blessing or a curse, I do not know. All I know is I'm gonna have to loot my hard drive again to see what I've got on there. Considering years ago, torrented a lot of them. Although there are a couple of different websites you can access to watch them, so it's not too bad. Have any of you end up Demon Slayer? Ooh, Demon Slayer. That look, the fight scenes in Demon Slayer, they are top notch. Nah, I can't fault it, can't deny it. Like I struggle a little bit getting into it, but I love all the fight scenes. Actually, one anime that I feel I don't know whether this is going to cause a minor rift or anything, but one anime that I love the concept, but I hate it to my very core, is Sword Art Online. Like, I love the concept. I physically, I would play that game. I would die for that game. But actually, how it's done, how the anime is shown, I couldn't. I physically couldn't. I'm so glad. Oh my god. No, I just like I would get that game and I would I would wear the VR set, I would do all that, I would hook myself up to it in order to join the game. But no, I could not. I physically could not just go and do it and just watch it all. Because I have tried multiple times, and each and every time I get annoyed at Kirito. I get annoyed at all the other characters. The only thing I've watched fully in order to get more context on Sword Art Online was the abridged series. Like the first 2 or 3 chapters, but the rest, yeah. I even struggled with the first couple of chapters, to be fair. considering that it's like, oh yeah, character already knows what's going on. It's OP. It's all that. Alicization was cool. Yeah, yeah. No, I can respect a lot of the different mechanics. I can respect a lot of the stuff that's in there, like lore wise. But it's just characters and interacting with the world that just gets me, just grinds my gears. One sec, I'm gonna have to switch a light on. It's raining cats and dogs here. Like, it has been just pouring it down all day. Although, funnily, wait, I remember this one scene on the card capture. One of the girls in Terry's class. Like, man, I wonder why he doesn't have a girlfriend. Oh, I remember that. They took out all the properly gay scenes. Like, why? How could you? What time's it for me? It is almost like 5 o'clock. So yeah, I might as well just say I'm in the UK, so it's UK time. Unfortunately, this is the British Library instead of the British Museum, where they just steal other artifacts. You know, like a normal library does. Look, library, museum. I'm getting library and museum confused. Please forgive me. Dear. No. I've not been in the position of being a mother yet, so what would I call my child? What sort of... Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still in the past. I'm still in the past, I'm afraid. By an hour. Okay. Well, yeah, but okay. What I mean with the representation is more of because I had to watch Card Captor in English dub rather than Japanese dub. Japanese dub does a lot better, and they are able to express more. In the English dub, they cut it out. In the English dub, they cut out a lot of that. Same with the Japanese dub versus the English dub of what was it? Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. That was it. Because there was a lesbian couple in Sailor Moon who also, yeah, there was a lesbian couple Sailor Moon. In the English version of it, they end up making them cousins. And yes, indeed, Wales. So if I'm saying good afternoon to you, it'll be pronounced ah. Which is why very bad Welsh is part of my tags. Because while I can speak it, it is very bad. Yep, it's Sweet Home Alabama for them because it's just they keep all like the proper scenes in there for it for Sailor Moon, but they don't necessarily take it. They don't necessarily dub over it like they're still the scenes. So it's a really weird thing because I watched some of the animes in dub, like a lot of them I originally started watching in sub even, but then I watched a couple of them in dub, and I know for a fact that Cardcaptor Sakura was one I watched in dub as well as Sailor Moon because we used to have them on TV at times. So, of course, being the English give me a second, degenerate that I am, I was watching in English. Yeah, I get you. I mix between them at times. It all depends on what it is. Like, for example, Clanad. Clanad, I physically cannot watch in dub. In dub, I have to watch it in sub because the sub makes me cry harder. Like the sub, that sub just kills me, and the after story is even worse. Yeah. Although one of the exceptions of watching it in dub is definitely damn it, Ghost Story. Because that one is better in dub considering they had to wing it. Remember this one time where I was watching an anime and at some point I noticed that the subs were off. That's when I noticed I can somewhat understand Japanese. Yeah. It's because of the exposure stuff. I miss those days. I try to do some of that nowadays. Where if I'm going to be watching anime, I try and keep them on sub so then I can pick up bits and pieces there, here and there. Which now makes me think with the dubbing stuff, because sometimes the lip syncing doesn't fit. But then that makes me think of also some programs on Netflix where they're translated from Korean to English, but they dub over them in such a lackluster way that you can just see the mouth movements underneath. Those ones are funny. But yeah, respect to people who watch sub, respect to people who watch dub, respect to people who watch either or, because it's about enjoying the media versus if you want to be authentic or not. Which is why translations are a thing, to make it more accessible to the public. Not even trying. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. There was this muscle building program that I was watching with my roommate. We couldn't watch it for that long. And because when the people were coming in, they didn't sound. They tried dubbing over it. They sounded so lackluster. So I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'm really happy to be here. It's great." No, I'm just going to like demolish the rest of the competition. And you just think, why? You could put more emotion in this. This could be like the biggest and only gig of your life. Why? Oh, Horimiya. I was gonna say Horiyama for a second, then I thought Hariyama, and then I thought Pokemon. No, not that train of thought. Yes, Horimiya. Yes, I read the manga before I watched the anime, but again, yes, I watched it both sub and dub, considering the dubbed version of Miyamura is, if I remember correctly, I think it was Alejandro Sab. So one sec, I gotta double check. I gotta double check me English voice actors. Wait. Yeah, I'm right. Alejandro Sab. Sayu. But yeah, I end up. I like watching the dub for my favorite like English voice actors anyway, so that's when I end up flicking to dub, but a majority of it's just sub. Oh yeah, at times their relationship is. You think that the relationship would be considered like toxic in a way, but because of how young they are and the fact that they are growing up together within the relationship, it's a mix between yeah, but also nah. And I respect them. I don't aim for their relationship, but I support their relationship. That's where I'm going with this. I'm just rambling again. I'm not making this into a script. Yeah. I'm only watching sub because I'm learning Japanese. Oh, that's cool. No, yeah, that's a really good way of doing it. Yeah, that's why I said, oh, things getting busy. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for joining, Felix. Go take care of work and have a great day too. I'll see you later. And if anything goes wrong, no, it didn't. Promise. Yeah, no, Adam. But yeah, no, William. Learning languages through that sort of method, that's really cool. Yeah. And there goes our unpaid intern. I say our, I don't know whose unpaid intern Felix started as, but again, when I first met them, I trust them with my life. To be fair, this is kind of making me miss some programs, because in Wales there's a channel called S4C where they put everything in Welsh, but we have the similar issue of some of the stuff is dubbed over in Welsh. So, for example, there are why is the reference of Teletubbies the first thing that comes to mind? No, we're not using Teletubbies. They give me nightmares. No. So there's like some generic program, and instead of them just, they not only dub over them in Welsh, but they put English subtitles for people who are watching. Which I find hilarious because it's for dummies like me who want to listen to the language, but also know that we're not going to understand as much as we'd like. So it's counterintuitive in a way, because we're still listening, but they did put English subtitles. Yeah. To be fair, if these streams just happen to be like studying streams, at one point I am probably going to get the Duolingo bird up. Alright, that's quite cool. Well, for the Teletubbies, yeah, this that reminds me also that they have a horror game called Slender Tubbies, which I think that's scarier than the actual Slender Man for me. be fair, childhood nostalgia, man, it's something. I keep having to look at the numbers to see the viewers, and I can't believe the number it's showing is 4 people are simply either listening to the music, listening to me ramble about really random things, or watching watching a Word document. Or just listening in the background to a Word document. Either way, I am very eternally grateful for you just staying here and just seeing this. And unless my pings are... Nope, my pings haven't, like, ruined anything yet. Do. Oh boy. Nothing scared me so women. I don't mean to laugh. I'm very sorry. You know what? No, women scare me too. Women scare me too, Philium. I don't mean to laugh if it's a genuine fear. I do not mean to laugh. I am so sorry. But I am also terrified of women. They are the scarier of the two. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh so hard. Oh, that's just the highlight of my day. Yeah, women terrifying. You've seen a woman get mad? I have. It's truly a scary thing. Give him the wrong give him the wrong cereal. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's like, you joking? Good. At least I don't feel so bad laughing now. Yeah. To be fair, I'm kind of needing to show that sort of emotion in this piece. So, you know what? Yeah, women are currently terrifying. Well, women are still terrifying. Yeah, no, fully agree. It's not easy with women. I don't mind hearing this. It's not easy. Even me living with girls, I love the people I live with, but there are times where it can get a bit iffy. But no, I fully get you. Women, not easy. Nobody is truly easy, but I fully get the rant of women not easy. Which sounds anti-feminist now I'm saying it, but I'm not truly, like, aggressively feminist. I'm just here being like, hey, equal rights, equal fights. So long story short, I support women's wrongs and rights. Yeah, true. True. Oh, boy, that just cracked me up. Oh, good morning, Real. How are you doing today? How is the morning currently treating you? Oh no. Oh, I hate it when that happens. might listen to the work stream. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. You take this as a time to be cozy. Because I'm just here rambling. I'm just here trying to talk about somebody coming out as straight to their parents. This is just a typical study stream. Don't worry. But yeah, you go doze for a bit because you deserve it. That, and I also hate when I wake up before my alarm. Like those like morning lectures, those suck. Considering majority of them now are like 6:30 wake ups to get there for 9. Also, it's be pretty chilly at the moment too. Like it's not super cold, but it's cold enough that you can feel it. But then it'll soon be March, and then everything will also not be toasty. Not toasty or roasty or anything else in between. Da-da-da. Actually, I don't want to call her Amanda. What would be a... Give me a random girl's name. Give me a random girl's name, because I can't think. Really enjoying your Welsh. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr. I can't really... I don't use it enough. I want to like introduce my streams and like exit them in a similar way, but I want to try and like put more Welsh into there. Considering while it isn't my first language, it's supposed to be my second. And I'm probably like being redundant if I say this. Over back in Wales, it's now mandatory in schools in order to learn it, no matter where, no matter what part of the country you are, whether you are close to the border where you speak a lot more English, or whether you're in the Highlands where you speak a lot more Welsh. It's mandatory to do full-time Welsh until you are 16, and then you get to decide. Although they might have changed it last time I've checked. But yeah, no, I have to... I don't really... I need to speak more Welsh. Oh boy. Sophie. You know what? Yeah, saying Sophie for a lesbian couple. Yeah, that's fine. That is a solid name. Thank you, Philium. Sophie, Anna, Hannah. Oh god, we're having another name situation. The last time I had my name situation given to me. Yeah, the last time I was given like so many names, I just triple barreled it. So the last time I had it was Alexandria, Ryan Jeffrey, the Juice Guy third for some reason. That was from my friend Hina. I'll stick with Sophie. Sophie seems like a solid name. Hey, why are there still pings? No. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do, 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 do. It's my ex's name. You know what? Valid. That is valid. We'll take that. Just before I work again, I keep getting like really silent pings, and luckily it won't share my screen. I hope. And badoop. Yeah, we're fine. Ooh, Sophie. You know, I'm gonna have to look that up at some point, because that'll be quite sweet. Because I shall take your word for it that it sounds beautiful in German. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. But yeah, no, we'll stick with Sophie then. We don't need to give Sophie context, we just need to know that she's currently dating somebody. Well, to be fair, I like the name Sophie. It's quite. I find it quite sweet, to be honest, already. So yeah, there's a lot of like really pretty names. So no, I like Sophie. Also, it sounds very cute to me whenever I say it. So yeah, I will. Also, it's because I have an issue of naming things, so I'm very happy with whatever names I get. But no, I like Sophie a lot, and I like Anna, and I like Hannah. Like, there's a couple of names in Welsh that sound 50-50. I like them because home stuff, but sound weird. Like, there's one name, Blodwen, or like Blodwyn, which fully Welsh, but that can just be shortened to Wyn. Fion's cute. Fion. There's there's like Karis as well, and Katrin, and Carrie, Erin. Well, Erin's one Welsh name for Ireland, which is weird. Yeah, no, yeah, Blodwyn, not Bloodwyn. Can be pronounced Bloodwyn, but it's Blodwyn. One sec, I'll type. One second, I'll type it out for you. Bloodwyn. So it's like that. Because fun fact, W and Y in Welsh count as vowels, which is very weird. Now it's all good. Then there's also like Janet, Sianed and Sian. Sian is actually the Welsh version of Jane. So if you want to say like, and there's also the Welsh name for David is Dewi. So when St. David's Day comes around, it's like Dewi Sant, which is quite funny. So if you here, for example, instead of hearing like David as a name, you hear like Dewi instead. To be fair, names in like different languages are really cool. Because it all depends on where it's from and how you say it. Yeah. Languages. We love languages in this house. Or this library. Yeah, this library. Look, I can only keep up the thing for so long. I'm sticking with this place being a library, and it just has multiple places. At some point, I am going to make a PowerPoint and do a proper introduction stream, because I did one ages ago, and luckily, because Twitch deletes the video after 14 days, it deletes the stream. Oh yeah, hi Ina. You go sleep. You go get comfy and sleep. Still, it's like 4 a. It's 4 a.m. for you. Go to sleep. Go be cozy. Seriously. Oh wait, Hina, before you actually close your eyes. Never mind, actually, no, you go close your eyes. I'll just send it to you on a thingy. I'll send it to you on Discord, hold on. Because I made the thing. Okay, so I've sent it to you in Discord, what I made, and I happen to have it on a different layer of my stream. So I might just start framing people. Not for murder or anything, just put them in frames. Nope. And hold on. Okay, so I think she liked it. Yeah, okay. My collection of VTube pictures are now gonna start. See how many I can collect. I shall collect them like Pokemon cards and just display them whenever I have made a good enough friend. Which means if I've made a good enough friend already, I need to bug Yusei. I just need to bug Yusei for a picture. It's just like a mix of stuff now. Thing is, while it doesn't look like I've done much, it is also the thought process and also having the chats in between that helps to refresh my brain in order to keep it going. Because as much as writing's nice, writing can be hard. Considering writing is what I'm studying. Dear. Okay, so this script, quote unquote, is what I'm gonna try and draft this into like a better spoken word piece, because what I have coming up is a spoken word event. And now what a spoken word event is basically a gathering of people who come up and read their work out and try and show off what they're able to make, and what sort of stuff they do. So sometimes they've been given a theme, sometimes they don't. For my class in particular, we are planning the event. So it means that we have set like a theme of like connection. And hence why my story is a bit backwards of there is already a connection, but it's a satire on a somebody coming out as straight rather than someone coming out as gay, because it's already in an environment where they're already LGBT, they're already like vegetarian / vegan. They are very much open to the arts, very relaxed about all that stuff. But it's a take on things where somebody is coming out as straight, saying they have an opposite gender partner, they want to eat meat now. Where none of this was forced upon them. I'm gonna make sure to clarify that as I'm writing this. The context of it, none of this was forced upon the child. The child decided, yeah, this is fine for me. So it is a case of them reverting to this sort of state. Is just being taken into consideration of like modern day things of people being open and welcoming with like people coming out. So it would work and the same of somebody coming out in this sort of environment as straight or as no longer wanting to be vegan, which is like, yeah, that brings a sort of sense of togetherness there, while also adding a slight bit of humour in a way. Because for the ending of it, I'm making a slightly political joke, which I had approved by everybody in my class already, so it's fine. Because there was just a really weird opportunity I didn't want to pass up on. And so, well, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a bit convoluted. Yeah, pretty much. So, like, Nyanwoofer can just decide not to be the Nyanwoofer. That's exactly what I mean. It's kind of like the decision of, hey, I have lived like this all my life, and I no longer want to live like this, and it's just a take on that. But, it's just the opposite of a child with straight parents coming out as, like, gay or bisexual. It's just gay parents with their child coming out as not like asexual, that's me, coming out as straight. So a slight joke on that. It sounded better in my head, it sounded better to my class. I am very bad at explaining. Yeah, probability included. I'm glad now. So I am very much a scatterbrain when I'm explaining stuff, so I do apologize for that too. Yes, I apologize for quite a lot of things, but it's a case of sometimes I can't help it, sometimes I can help it, and I just keep forgetting to. This time I can't help it because it's just how I get it. I just forget it so many times, and same. Oh, thank goodness! Found my audience. Yay! Also, how many words is this so far? Because I'm having to. I don't have a word. Again, I already explained like the 90 words equals 30 seconds, so. Okay, no, I'm still under. I'm still under because I need to add the biggest bombshell, which is to subvert. Keep with the stereotype of someone who is straight, white, and male, which is. Yeah, that sounds worse coming out of my mouth than I thought it did. Yeah, they're taking pure math. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like your sister. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. That's all I have to say. Oh my goodness. I'm. You called it in such a weird time, Hades. Yeah, that's the Trinity: straight, white, and male. Straight, white, and male who study STEM. That's the quad fet. That's the quad for it. You just called me at that time. Are you kidding me? Thing is, I don't even have to give context on like skin tones or whatever for this piece because no one really needs to know because I'm not focusing on that. But oh boy, that I'm done. This is fine. This is fine. Life's a lie. Everything can just. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not that dramatic yet. Yet! I have to add the yet. I have to because there's going to be a day where it's going to go too far, and when it goes too far, it is going to get as dramatic as anything. I don't even take theatre, but my dramatic ass will attempt. Goodness. Also, hi, welcome to the Word document. This is the content. This is the thing that people seem to want to watch. By people, it is everyone who is currently here, who is either sleeping or not. Oh dear. Okay, the first thing that came to my head for some reason was desserts. So, random question to anyone listening: what is your favorite dessert and why? Easy mode. Yep. Tiramisu. Ooh, that's good. Layered coffee. No, layered coffee. No. Layered. No. I was gonna say layered coffee again. Chocolate mousse. Sweet rice. Sweet rice. Oh, rice pudding. Wait, no, not rice pudding then. Hold on. Hold on, I'm just gonna research this and be hungry in a minute. Yeah, there is such a thing. Okay, so sweet rice is different from rice pudding. Okay, yeah, there is such a thing as there is such a thing as rice pudding. Oh boy. 1 second. One sec. I need to like. Okay, wait. Is it the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. No, not rice crackers. I am help. I've gone down the rice hole. I can't get out. But yeah, we have sweet rice. Okay, so sweet rice is just is like rice made with that's a lot sweeter than normal. Yeah, rice pudding is like more milky. Rice pudding's a lot more milky and sweet rice is not. I don't think we don't have it normally here. We don't have sweet rice normally here. We have a lot of rice pudding, which I don't like, but sweet rice I'd try. Okay, so we're having to trade, Hades. Milk trees. Milk trees. If I've said that right, Phil. Milk trees. Yeah, rice pudding. But that's fun. I need to actually try some sweet rice now. I am. Yeah, no, I'm up for trying sweet rice at some point. But yeah, tiramisu, chocolate mousse, tiramisu, which I kept saying is just layered coffee. It's not layered coffee. It's stuff that's soaked in coffee. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just coffee that's layered. Ah, damn. I will learn at some point how to say that properly. At this point, just be. Be Mr. Worldwide. Yeah. Layered kafefe. Yep. Damn it, I'm now thinking about desserts. It's my favourite dessert because I didn't actually list that. I don't. Oh. I Either macarons, but that's more pastry. Ooh, a Knickerbocker Glory. That would be quite cool. Yeah, I'd have to go with a Knickerbocker Glory then. Which. Actually, does anyone know what it is? Because if I'm just saying random stuff. Because it's a really nice dessert over here. I don't know if anywhere else has that sort of name for it, but yeah, we have a dessert called a Knickerbocker Glory. And it's fairly popular. Yeah, sure. I'll give you a spelling for that now. The answer looks like a no. Glory. Here you go. So oh, I'm glad someone's heard of it, but also very nice to meet you, Matt. Oh, thank you for following. Welcome to the library. The passes will be at the exit. We still need to get them patented. Oh wait, Hina, have you realised something? It's a nice dessert. It it's just a fancy sort of sundae. Yes, the sundae. Okay, Hades, we are now trading. You get me the sweet rice. I'll get you the Knickerbocker glory, and you can keep the glass because the glass for it's quite fancy. Meet me, uh, me, melch, melch. Okay. You know, I'm gonna get a. What? I'm actually gonna write this down. I have no. Why am I trying to get up? I have notebooks in my drawers. I have like 50 in my drawers. Aw. I just followed Hina too, thanks to Coach Ray. This is a lovely chat scene. Ah. No, Hina's here. I'm sure she appreciates it. And also, thank you so much. And if you ever want to stop by again, no worries. I'd still recommend going to Hina's chats whenever she's streaming. But I'm so grateful that you've come here too. So it's really nice to meet you. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm just writing down the phonetic way of saying Melchreis. Or Melchreis. Melchreis? Just to. Because I like having. I like doing that. Used to do that when I was studying Spanish for a couple of years. I would make sure to write phonetic. Okay, Matt, I fully get it. I'm northern. It's just nice to like come and chat with people. So I fully get it. Like when you go up north versus when you go down south. Race, not Reese. Gotcha. But yeah, when you go up north, it's like a lot. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh, great. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. So the correct today is people are suddenly here watching a Word document of me actually doing work. Desserts are a thing, anime's a thing. Ended up photoshopping my friend Hina into a picture frame that I now have on a different slide. I'm going to show that now quickly. So I made Hina to add to my scuffed hat, which is, yeah. And yeah, I'm just very happy that people seem to enjoy this. Aww. Yeah, no, I'm now collecting. Yeah, I put it on here, Hina. But I was just gonna stay on my layout for. Yeah, I'm gonna try and collect more of you to put into frames and just put onto this front bit, because as my model isn't working with anything because I'm on a laptop that doesn't want to run it, I am going to just keep layering this layout just to fill it with things. So I'm going to oops. I'm gonna collect them like Pokemon. But yeah, literally, I decided to do some. It. I try and make this into like a lovely place to chill and chat, especially since it's kind of nice to have like the company while I'm working. As a lot of my work involves writing and creative writing at that, so it's nice to have people to bounce off. It's nice to be able to talk about random things while I try and get this, which is just the gay agenda backwards. Yep, that's how I'm describing it now. It's the gay agenda backwards. But yeah, it's fun. It's great. No, thank you. Thank you, Hina. Also, make sure you rest because you don't do that enough. Considering my name, yeah, I am currently the true Power World collecting. I am the Power part of Power World at the moment. I'm going to collect my human being friends that are totally human and nothing else. No, you do not see a Pokeball anywhere near you. I don't know what you're on about. Really? Matt! I'm gonna have to make this into a designated nap time instead at this point, instead of a designated workspace. Crikey. Oh, well, I have a chat of hypocrites, and the only one who isn't is technically me, because I do get 7 hours of sleep every night for some reason. The anxiety lets me. Yes, crikey. Yeah? Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yay! Okay, never mind. I no longer have a chat of hypocrites. You know what? I feel that, Matt. I feel that. Yeah. It's just the gears can't stop turning that easily. You have to find a way of jamming them. Or superglue. Superglue tends to work, but then it causes horrible issues when you need to turn it back on. Become a glue bag, yep. It gets stuff done. I mean, the gorilla on the advert seems to think so. For going with the gorilla glue. Although wood glue does just as well. Just sticking two slabs together. Either way, something's going to be stuck, something's going to be done, something's going to have to be melted off afterwards if we're doing that. Yes, this is the direction this conversation is taking. I am very sorry. No, this is nope. Reasoning myself. This is fine. This is normal. My goodness, you're northern. Get my banter. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy to get the banter. Also, as for age, I'm not gonna disclose simply because it's more of a private matter at the moment. Because yeah, all you need to know is I am at least old enough to be doing university degree. It's always the case. It's always the case when you feel older than you are at times. Like I've got friends my age, but then they've all got they've got back problems and like walking issues, like they're 70 years old, which I am surprised. But nah, you're still in prime, Matt. You're still in prime time. Yeah, decent. You're also in prime time, Phil. Oh, nice. Well, I finished a journalism degree already. This is now I'm taking creative writing now. So it's from something very literal to something very more fictional but more established in a way. So it's technically on a similar career path from what I did. But yeah, no, creative writing. It's fun and it passes the time for me trying to get life sorted, you know? Which is why there's a lot of like creative things, and hence this is mainly work I'm able to do while streaming versus it being stuff that's private. Ah, Philip. I'll stick with Phil for then if that's okay. Phil. And yeah, it is a really nice challenge because again, this piece is for like spoken word. I'm not too confident speaking that often anyway. So one, streaming helps to beat that confidence. Beat that confidence? Improve that confidence. That's what I mean. And then secondly, it's a case of trying to get stuff that I'm proud of out there. Because while networking is a thing and also trying to show off your working place, my teacher never decided to tell us about writing on stream. The teacher never said anything. Well, they said stuff about like, hey, you can publish it on websites, you can publish it here and there. They never said anything about actually writing it live. So I have just done a loop here and decided to just do my work. Which actually has worked because I managed to get most of One Piece, well, some of One Piece done, an entirety of another piece sorted, and so this will probably be the third thing I would finish on. Well, this is the second thing I'd finish on a stream. The third thing I would be able to say that I've ended up writing on one. Do-do-do-do. I know now, great. I can't believe I've been doing this for 2 hours already. I only check the time now because I sometimes check the number for viewers. I didn't even check the time. This has been like almost 2 hours. Jeez. I guess it didn't feel like anything. It just feels fun. 2 hours well spent, mind you. Although my issue is I can't check if who's currently live for people that I know. Unless. That's not helping. Never mind. When did you join me? Hold on. I can check back. You were definitely over an hour ago, Phil. You were definitely over an hour ago. Also, hold on a moment. Life at our age, all about building up yourself now, being happy with the work you're doing. Counseling makes me realize I had a very unique situation I could really help with. Being proud. Ecstatic, going into addiction service, trying to help people that had my old problems too. Oh, Matt, that is really inspiring, honestly. Like, I wish you all the best with what you're doing because honestly, that is just cool. And also, hey, I appreciate you joining no matter if you joined like 2 hours ago, 5 months ago, or like a second ago today. Reading your stuff makes me happy. Being able to interact with people has made me happy. Just seeing people here and enjoying themselves, that's all that matters. So, oh. And I am a sentimental sap, so that's something you should know in case you end up coming back. You mean, they mean. Yeah, keep it up. You're doing great things, and you are going. And I wish you sincerely all the best, honestly. Sorry, I was in focus mode. I wasn't talking too much. I was just focusing a little bit. And all finished my first draft. Yay. I'm gonna have to get this checked over, mind you, because I don't know if this is. I know it's going to be appropriate for my audience, but it's a case of I need to make sure that it will go down to like 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, I can say that in 5 minutes. It's only 482. And I'm not doing the maths on what 5 minutes would be if we times 180 by 5. Because I actually, no, I am going to do that math now. 900 words. 900 words-ish, I believe. Yeah? Yeah? No? Yeah. Oh, your English is fine. Your English has been, like, perfectly understandable. Yeah, no, Phil, I wouldn't be able to tell if you were not native or not unless you told me, which you did. And you are honestly doing well. Also, just reading through Matt's message right now. Oh, hold on. Battle with how much did it cut off one day? You could do our best. My granny told me before the 11 plus. Yeah, we still have the 11 plus. Yeah, that's very true. The best is all you can do, to be fair. And doing your best is the main thing in order to just keep going. So both of you are improving in different ways. But yeah. About life that much unless there is something that is genuinely holding you back. But for it, your language is a fact. Yeah. This is the positivity we love to see. This is the non-English supporting the non-English. Because I don't think anyone in this chat currently is English, which I find mildly funny. Unless somebody ends up pointing out to me now that they are. In which case, I am very sorry, but now I'm going to make this annoying. Because I'm half. Because then I could just put a no English sign and then just cut out the majority. Like, not the majority of the UK, just 1/4 of the UK. Because the English language is fine. English language can connect us. But the English in general, nah. They can stay. They can stay out. The English are coming. No. Don't worry, Matt. I'm Welsh. We're not bringing them either. No, we are not. No, we are not bringing the English to the chat. Run! Scatter! Quick! I'm still just laughing at Hades just going, the English are coming. That's good. Okay. So. Oh dear. Nah, we can't just push them to Europe. There are a lot of nice people in Europe. We could push them to America, considering that that's where they kind of invaded to begin with. And Wales and Scotland support you too, Phil. Aw. Damn it. Well, no, we're not pushing them to Europe. Again, we can try and push them to America. And then we can take whatever land they stole from both of us back. Which will be fine. Yeah. lot of nice people in Europe. Sure, there are a couple of people that we can also chuck alongside the English, but the majority of people I've met have been really nice, so I'm gonna stick with that. Look, this is. Don't worry, Matt. You missed the conversation of Phil making a joke that women terrify them, and then I just started on a rant of women are terrifying. We don't want that. It was just the most anti-feminist thing I've been saying. I'm just like, yeah, no, I support that. Women, no, women are scary. This is the women fearing household. Yeah, we have that on record. Okay, I need to at least save this, otherwise I'm gonna lose it. Oops. Oh well. Should have set the save earlier. Oh well. Ignore anything that just happened. Anyway, yeah, women are scary. We're kicking the English out. That that has been the main thing for the stream today. Oh, that and trading desserts. So yeah, this piece of work is done, and because that is usually my set deadline, this is where, sadly, I'm gonna be doing my small little outro-y bit. Because, yes, I'm afraid. As much as I'd like to stream for a lot longer, unless my model was like properly working, I'd be able to just stay like this and just like bob up and down, bob left and right, do all that cool stuff, but I feel really bad just having you stare at a PNG for like however long. Unless you want to do that, we just stay here and chat for a while. Because I still need to. Because what I do every stream now is this little model and the one that I end up putting for the other section. I end up changing it, and I have like little different bits and pieces on it, and also change the thing that says scuff stream. Because visibly I physically cannot get rid of some bits that I've got for my overlay, so I need to change that. I also need to like get other bits and pieces because efficiency at its finest, I guess. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, I keep because it works without me being on stream. On VTube Studio, I just end up taking a lot of pictures, so then I can just change out them because it's just fun to do. And the model that I do technically own the rights to that, thanks to Hina and wherever Hina got it from. So the reference to that is in everything that's social media for this. So yeah, that's sweet. But for now, I am going to end it because it's been 2 hours. We've got work done, and I am very sure that there are plenty of other cool things to do today, other than watch a Word document for a while. So once I double check something for Twitch, I keep forgetting there is a Twitch button. Authorize. Just normal. Okay. Oh yeah. Women with me being bisexual, last girlfriend cheating on me, then I met my prince of 8 to 9 years. She tried to baby trap me multiple times. I still love them all. And I just got a niece that'll protect. Aww. That is a rough time. But oh my goodness. Okay. Sadly, there was none of the people that I know who are currently streaming, so otherwise I would have sent you there. But on the very emotional bombshell from Matt, I am going to say the goodbyes. So honestly, for all of you who have stuck around till this long, thank you so much. Honestly, this when do I stream again? I will figure that out. I'll probably be doing tomorrow. Have a hell of life doesn't break you, make you stronger. That's true. Yeah. As for when I'm streaming again, I don't know. It's probably going to be tomorrow. It's probably going to be potentially mid-afternoon-ish for me, because it's just a case of I'm able to go and do work at that time without disturbing my roommates too much. And it's the fact that I'm able to just set some stuff up, be able to write, and just enjoy stuff. So tomorrow should be a work stream. Potentially Saturday or Sunday will be a gaming stream, because I have a bunch of games to play. I have a wheel of games actually, so I'll have to spin that and figure it out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Feel free to follow if you haven't, if people are lurking. Go and follow other people too. It's been a pleasure chatting. So yeah, there's a link in for a YouTube channel. Feel free to go follow there, because that's where clips of other really cool streamers go. And there's one that has me in there for some reason. Because, yeah. But for now, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great night. Comfy stream! Yes. And so, until the next time, please take care. And Abara, pronoun, and Inos da. Bye!